Hello everyone, in this video we will learn about lesson 8 wind, storm and cyclone. So Odisha was hit by a cyclone with speed of 200 kilometers per hour on October 18, 1999. The cyclone smashed 45,000 houses making 7 lakhs people homeless. On 29 October the same year, a second cyclone with speed of 260 kilometers per hour hit Odisha again. It was accompanied by the water waves about 9 meters height. Thousands of people lost their life. Properties worth crore of rupees were destroyed. The cyclone affect agriculture, transport, communication, and electricity supply also. So these type of effects can be occur whenever the cyclone is hits. But the question is arise, what is cyclone? So how they are formed and why they are so much destructive. Now in this chapter we will learn about cyclone. Now we are having a topic air exert pressure. So for this we have to perform lots of activities and we have to take care of that because we have to use a burner or we have to heat it. Lots of heating procedure will be there, so we have to take care. So first of all we have to take a cane, any metal cane we have to take, and we have to fill it with half with water. After that we have to start heating it. So once we are start heating it, whatever the air will be present inside the skin, it will be heating up and it will be escape out. Immediately we have to cover the lid. We have to cover the lid, and after that we have to put this metal cane in the wash basin and we have to pour water on it. So when we pour the water and on it, what will happen? The cane will start shrinking. It will be deformed properly. So why it is deformed? The reason behind that, whatever the air was present inside this cane, it was hot. And whenever the air is start getting the heating, or whenever the air is heated up, it will start expanding. So whenever it will expand, what will happen? When we are pouring the water on it, it will start shrinking, and due to that, whatever the pressure is inside the cane, it will also reduce, and due to this, the outer pressure will crush this cane, and due to that, the cane will be deformed properly. Now we are having another topic. High speed wind are accompanied by reducing or reduced air pressure. So whenever the speed of air will be increased, the pressure will be decreased. Now for proving that, we have an activity. First of all we need a cane, any bottle we can take. So first of all we need a bottle like this, and in this bottle we have to make a ball of a paper. Any paper ball we have to make, and we have to put this ball at the mouth of this cane. Now you have to blow the air inside this cane or this bottle. So according to normal people's, what will happen? Whatever the ball is there, it will be move inside. It will go inside. If the paper ball is here, it will move in this way and it will enter inside the bottle. But it will not happen, because whenever we are applying the pressure or we are blowing the air inside this bottle, what will happen? It will reduce the pressure inside. And whenever the pressure will be inside is reduced, whatever the ball is there, it will be came out, and we are not able to put it inside by blowing the air from our mouth. So that is the reason, whatever the air is increasing its pressure, the pressure will be reduced, or when the speed of wind will be increased, whatever the pressure is there, it will be reduced. Now for this we are having another activity. For example, if we are having a two balloons, we have to tie two balloons like this, and we have to blow the air at the center. From there we have to blow the air from our mouth. What will happen? Whatever the air is there, it will be come out from this way, and it will reduce the pressure. I told you before, whenever the air is increased or the speed of air is increasing, it will move fastly from this side. What will happen? The pressure will reduce, and due to that, whatever the air is here, like, it will apply pressure on these balloons, and what will happen? It both the balloons will be moved together or would be moved towards them. So it is also showing that whenever the speed of wind is increasing, the pressure will reduce. Similarly, if we are having this one, so if we are having a paper strap like this, so if this paper strap we have to put almost at our lower lips, we have to not, we should not hold it from our mouth. It should be almost at the lower lip, like this. So it will be from here, and after that we have to blow the air from our mouth from this way. So what will happen? Whatever the air is blowing from the upper portion of this paper, it will reduce the pressure here. And whenever the pressure will be reduced here, the air which is present at the lower side, it will move the paper upward. And in that way, what will happen? The paper will start flickering like this. So it is also just because whenever the fast moving air is blowing, it will reduce the pressure, and whatever the air is present at the lower side, it will move. So it will push the paper upside. And that is the reason it will start flickering. So by the previous activities, we can easily say the increased wind speed indeed accompanied by the reduce in air pressure. So whenever the speed of air will be increased, the pressure will be reduced. Now, another a concept is there that air moves from the high region where the air pressure is high to the region where the pressure is low. That means whenever the pressure variant is there or pressure variation is there, in that case, whatever the air is there, it will move from its high pressure to the low pressure. So for this, we have to perform another activity. In this, we need a test tube, we need a beaker, and we need a balloon. So first of all, we have to fix the balloon on the boiling tube. This is not a test tube, it is a big test tube that we call the boiling tube. We are boiling in anything in this test tube. That is why it is a boiling tube. So in this boiling tube, we have to fix a balloon, and we have to put this balloon in a boiled water. We have to take a beaker. In that beaker, we have to take the boiled water, and in that boiled water, we have to put this complete setup. After some time, what will happen? Whatever the air is present inside this boiling tube, it will be start heating up. It will move upward. Now, just because this balloon is inside the hot water, what will happen? It will be move upward. That means it will be complete stretched. And after some time, what we have to do? We have to remove this boiling tube from the hot water, and immediately we have to put into the cold water, ice cold water, and then we have to observe the observation. And then we will observe the balloon which was erect at previous, it is now totally inflated. It is totally shrinked. So whenever it will shrink, it shows that whatever the air is present inside this boiling tube, it is also shrinking just because we put that boiling tube in the cold water. So due to coldness or due to the temperature variation, the water or whatever the air is present in the boiling tube, it will shrink, and due to that, the balloon is also shrinking. So it is also a good activity. And we have another activity in this, we can easily understand. We have to take two envelopes, and in these two envelopes we have to tie them with the help of a thread on a stake, just like a weight balance. And then we have to start heating one of the balloon. That means if we are having the two balloons like this, we have to start heating only the one balloon. So what will happen? The air which is present inside this balloon, it will start heating up and become lighter. And due to that, the weight of this side will be reduced, so that the second side will automatically move downward. So this is also showing that whenever the air start heating up, it will reduce or it will light it up. and due to the reduction in the weight, it will moves upward, and the second side, which is having the cold air, it will moves down.